Hey y'all, hey friends, Betty Smoot Madison here with 31 Days to Wise, and we are on day 22. Day 22, and today's message is a good name. A good name. So I'm going to start. Proverbs 22, verse 1 says, "A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver and gold." That's the NIV version. The Message version says, "A sterling reputation is better than striking it rich." A sterling reputation is better than striking it rich. A gracious spirit is better than money in the bank. So I want to talk about a good name. Why would a good reputation be better than money in the bank or striking it rich? A lot of Proverbs is about, framing your character. Framing your character to be honest, to be trustworthy, reliable, careful, humble, and these characteristics lead to a prosperous life. And money is not always the equivalent of prosperity. It's a part of the equation. Money may be a part of the equation of what equals prosperity, but it's not the total sum of prosperity. There's so many other things that are greater than money that is equivalent to prosperity. Peace, having sound mind, having favor, having a good name. These are all a part of prosperity. Money is more of a byproduct. Money is more of a byproduct. But the core elements of prosperity is that you have high regards, that you have high honor, that you have high esteem. And how does that happen? Because people respect your name. You have a good name amongst God and a good name amongst people. And so I want to kind of talk through some ways that you can maintain a good reputation. Here's a few ways that you can maintain a good reputation. Number one, always practicing integrity. Having high integrity in all that you do, no matter who's around. Whether you are by yourself, alone, nobody is around, nobody's watching, you have high integrity. Whether you're around, 5 of your closest friends or family, the folks that you are most comfortable with, the folks that you can truly be your authentic self, those are the ones that you can let your guard down. You can really just hang out and be yourself. Even in those situations, you have high integrity. Or whether you're around 50 strangers, the people that don't know you. So for some folks, you may change up depending on okay, none of these people know me, so I'm gonna act a fool. I'm gonna act a plain out fool because these folks don't know me, right? Or some people may be like, you know what, I'm gonna act right because I'm around a whole bunch of strangers. Whichever situation it is, you still have high integrity. You still have high integrity. That means you stand on very solid principles and morals, and nothing changes that. The environment doesn't change that. The situation doesn't change that. Nothing changes that. You are consistent in your integrity. And you being consistent in your integrity will always stand out. It will always stand out. And people will notice it. Believe me, people are always watching. People are always watching you for whatever reasons. People are always paying attention to you, no matter who you are. No matter who you are, they're always paying attention to who has integrity and who doesn't. And the ones that do will always get pulled forward, especially on the job. People are always watching to see who has integrity and who doesn't. Who can I trust? Who can't I trust? The ones that are high on the integrity meter will always get pulled forward. They will always get pulled forward. It doesn't matter what the job is. The job can be McDonald's. The job can be you working in a law firm. The job can be in government. The job can be with a Fortune 500 company. It doesn't matter. The job can be your own company. You could be the CEO of your own company. People are watching to see what your integrity is like. People are watching to see if they want to work with your company, if they want to give business to your company. So this is especially relevant if you are an entrepreneur. Integrity is essential. You will not win contracts. You will not win bids. You will not win customers if people cannot trust you. Okay, so practice integrity. Integrity is essential. All right. Number 2, watch who you are around. I think I talked about this in a previous video. The old saying is birds of a feather flock together, right? So if you hang around people who don't have the greatest or highest integrity, you got to be careful with that. Got to be very careful with that. If you are always seen around, hanging around the troublemakers or even maybe not even troublemakers, but the not so productive ones, if there's people in your job that are really not that productive, they just sit around all day and they gossip, they don't really do anything, they're not productive, but you hang around them, yeah, people pay attention to that. And I'm not saying you can't be social. I'm not saying that you don't, speak to or be cordial with everyone, but you don't dwell there. You don't stay in the places where your good name could be messed up by what other people are doing. If I am constantly seen with that same crowd every single day, I'm with that same crowd of folks. It may not be a crowd. Maybe it's one person. Maybe it's the one bad apple in the office that you hang out with all the time. You hang out with that bad apple all the time. People will start to associate you with them. Lastly, being a person of your word. Being a person of your word. Your word is all you got sometimes. Sometimes your word is all you can start with. If you're building your credit or building your name, your word is all you got. That's what helps build trust, is that you stand on your word. So you do what you say what you do. You mean what you say what you mean. That's how you start to build trust, being honest and being pure in everything that you do. If you can't do something, if something is not achievable, you're honest with that. You're honest to the people that you're dealing with. If you say you're going to do something, you need to deliver. Or be transparent along the way. But don't say you're going to do something and then you realize you can't do it and then you go into hiding. And you avoid the people that you owe this to. You avoid them because you don't want to face up or own up that you couldn't deliver on what you said you were going to do. That they will never give you work again. They will never give you work again. They won't vouch for you. They won't vouch for you. So being a person of your word. If I'm the owner of a Fortune 500 company, I'm not just going to hire anybody. And this is how organizations work today. A lot of times, most positions are filled through someone being able to vouch for them, someone being able to say, yes, they are good. You want to bring them on. That's how a lot of jobs get filled these days, is by having a good name, having a trustworthy name, having characteristics and integrity, that people trust you. People trust you. People are not going to put their name on the line if they don't trust you. They're not going to put their name, because people will remember you referred them to me, and this person is horrible. Why would you refer them to work for me? They're awful. They got a bad attitude. They're lazy. They don't want to do anything. But you told me to hire them. And then people will be looking at them sideways. So nobody is going to risk their good name for you. So it's important for you to make sure you have a good name, so that having a good name opens doors. Having a good name has the power to open doors. It's critical without you even being around. Your good name can walk into rooms and make $1 million business deals without you even being there. That's the power of having a good name. If you have just one person that is connected to the right people, that one person is able to vouch for you and say, yes, they are good. It's unbelievable, the doors that can come to you. So having a good name is essential. It's essential. Maintain your good reputation. That's wisdom. Your good name represents your bloodline. My good name represents my parents. You ever seen, like, I work with interns sometime, and I will be so amazed with some of them. Like, wow, you are just awesome. Who raised you? Right? I want to meet their parents, because I'm just so impressed with you. Me having a good name, my name represents my parents, my grandparents, my ancestors. My good name represents the ones coming behind me. I want those coming behind me to be able to use my good name. I want them to be able to walk into rooms and say, I'm associated with her. I'm associated with Betty Smoot Madison. And ears perk up. Did you say you know Betty Smoot Madison? Yes. Come on in. You must be good, right? That's how you want your good name to be. You want people to hear your name and instantly be willing to throw resources at it, throw opportunities at it, bring in the people that you are associated and attached with. Your good name, your prosperity is riding on your good name. All right. All right. So a good name. That's it. That's the message for the day 22. All right. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.